Now, a diffuser is this funny looking thing. You can get it at a beauty supply, and it goes on the edge of your blow dryer. And as you can see, this one, there's two different kinds. There's one that kind of has the screen over it, and then there's this one that kind of have the, I think they call them fingers, because it almost looks like little fingers coming out of it. This one I think is the best for curly hair, because especially if you're trying to form curls, because it kind of squeezes your hair as you're putting it in there. It's kind of pushing the curls up. So just for today, for the sake of time and, you know, just showing you the end result, I'm just going to blow dry it. Obviously, you know, the more heat you use on your hair, you're you know, incurring some damage. But like I said, I don't do this on a regular basis. I really do try to give my hair a break when I'm wearing it like this from the straight. So I try to give it as much of a break from the heat as I can. But there's nothing wrong with blow drying it. You can adjust the heat settings, you know, whatever. It's not a totally bad thing. Another thing that's great about using the blow dryer is that I've found that the end results are a little more consistent. Usually when I just let it air dry and I go out, run my errands or do whatever I have to do, the air is hitting it, you know, humidity outside is getting to it, and that can, you know, kind of have some bearing on how the curls come out at the end. When you blow dry it, you're indoors, you can control the humidity, and you can get your style exactly the way you want it, so that when you walk out the door, you're not going to get any, you know, crazy surprises. Sometimes when I air dry it, the front might not come out exactly how I want it, so I might have to pin it back or do something like that. So that's another benefit of the blow drying. Okay, so before I cut it on, and you can't hear me because this thing is loud, I am just going to right now focus on the roots because the edges dry the fastest. So I'm just going to turn it on and put it right to the roots and just let that air hit my roots. Now you don't want to burn your hair and you don't want to burn your scalp. So you have to keep this thing moving. If your blow dryer has a cold shot on it, which for whatever dumb reason this one doesn't, the one that I have that does have the cold shot, which is the button like right behind here, if the blow dryer starts getting too hot, you can just push it, get a shot of cold air. I have to kind of control the heat on this one a little bit more because it doesn't have that. So I'm just going to, and also keep it moving. That's another important thing to not burning yourself. Okay, here we go. Now I did stop to just squeeze this curl because I'm not sure if you noticed, but it was just kind of limpy. And so since I am drying it now, the way that you dry it is the way that it's going to come out. So if your curls aren't forming now, they're not going to be formed when it dries. So if you do have to kind of coax it while you're drying it, that's totally fine. But just try not to touch it too much. That's the only thing you want to watch out for. And see, another great thing about the diffuser is I have this thing totally up on high, but it's not blowing my hair all over the place, and that's going to help to keep the curls together. And in the areas where you need more curl, like mine is usually in the front, then you can just go straight into the scalp with this from the bottom of the curls. And just kind of push it all right up there and hold it. And And that can help it to dry a little bit faster too. I'm going to show you the back of my hair before I start drying my hair, just so you can kind of see where we are. Now my curls are pretty well defined already, but if you need help just getting a little bit more definition, or if your hair is thinner and you need more volume, then another great thing you can do is just, I'm going to take the towel off now because my hair is getting dry, is you want to flip your head over like this and then just push up with the computer and dry it like that. And that'll just help to give you a little bit more curl. Also helps you get to the roots. And I am keeping the other hand on it just so I can feel where the progress is for drying it. But I'm not pulling at the curls. I'm not running my fingers through them. That's a big no-no. Almost there. You really have to get it all the way dry. That is so important.